Everyone talks about, what does it worth? What makes Hidden Springs milk so special? And Amy and I will tell you that there's a lot of reasons for it. Ultimately, we truly believe that it starts at the base, which is really soil. And we spend a lot of energy and time making sure that our pastures are growing the way we want them to grow. You gotta add as much fertility as possible. You have to take time and energy to make sure that nothing in the soil is growing well and vibrantly. And that includes worms and biomes and all those things that might not be something that everyone's used to. It's maybe not like as exciting as talking about the type of cheese we're working with, or all those different kinds of pieces that are kind of more glamorous. But the building block of a good cheese or a good milk or a good farm starts with the soil.
I wanted to do a little bit of outside shooting for you guys today. Give you a little perspective of Hidden Springs as we're starting the spring season. Right now we're out on pasture. This is kind of the highest spot of Hidden Springs. If you look out there, there's our house, and there's the barn. There's some sheep on pasture, just early grazing on a pasture we're going to clean up and reseed. But what we really have here at Hidden Springs is about 30 acres of high intense pasture usage. It's not as much as I'm used to back in our dairy farming days. We had a 200-acre farm in Vermont. This is a much smaller situation. We had talking about land use, but it does work. We put 100%. Well, we take half of our flock, our dairy flock, and put them out on pasture for 100% of the grazing season. So really starting in probably a couple of weeks, and then utilizing a little bit of grain. Really, half the flock being 100% on pasture, half the flock being on 100% dry hay, grain, and access to outdoors, but not eating. It's just in a perfect world setting, we'd have a little bit of a different setup, but we don't have that here. You are also looking at the rolling hills that Hidden Springs has, and this is part of the beauty and challenges of being in the driftless region. So the driftless region, for those that don't know it, is an area in southwest Wisconsin that was not touched by glaciers. And it's got these beautiful hills and coulees, as they call them, and really fragile soils. And fragile in the respect of you're dealing with runoff that can come off of these hills really rapidly. It really suits a grass-based system in a lot of the acreage around us to have animals that can have small hooves that can go onto the pastures and really engage in a very small setting. It's something that works a little bit better with the pastures that we have here, so that you're not getting erosion, you're not getting destruction. Down, show you really our biggest fertilization program that we have here in Springs, and that's compost. Now there's lots of ways to do compost. There's compost machines, flipping and doing all of that work really intensely. There's also a much less intense way, which is kind of where we are at. What happens to soil if you let it work with Mother Nature. So right now you're seeing we're making all kinds of compost utilizing our spreader. And so we're taking out manure from our dry packs. And so in our packs we use straw, And really, we're looking for processed straw, which is this stuff that you're seeing right here. This was actually spread, or I piled it and spread it yesterday. So up, this is very raw soil, raw manure that's going to become soil pretty quick. So here you have, it's already heating up. If I kick this right now, you'd see steam. It's really going to keep its way around. I'm going to come back out probably on a weekly basis, maybe every other week, and turn it. Just with my bucket, nothing with a high-tech machine, but enough to get it aerating and breathing. And then if we do that enough, then you get into this stuff. And this was last fall. And what you're seeing, same ingredients put in. Here you go, the soil. It's beautiful. And we're really looking to do spreading with this kind of stuff. It smells sweet. Doesn't smell like manure anymore. It's much more condensed compared to like the soil that is just starting to break down. This is really broken down and become dense. And those pieces, you spread that on the pastures, and you just have a beautiful growth and beautiful energy that we're putting into that food for the sheep to make the milk that goes into your products.
Oh, we got one. Just put it over here. Two. 3. Yeah, like that. So we'll put these in the book. Awful breezy day out here. But here we are with 3 4-leaf clovers. Here's us wishing you and yours a very lucky day from Hidden Springs. If you like this video or you see some potential in these videos, please subscribe, and we're going to continue to add content every week, and hopefully we'll see you back here soon. I have to go. We have a little bit of packing feta I have to do, so have a great day, everyone.